The Rwanda plan is dead in the water like a corrupt newspaper tycoon. That's right, guys. The Supreme Court have ruled against the Conservatives' flagship Rwanda policy. Quick recap, this was an asylum policy dreamt up by Boris Johnson and Priti Patel, who later passed the baton of Bellendry to Suella Braverman, who said it was her dream, her obsession, to fly desperate refugees off to a third country. I suppose much like your dad's dream. His obsession to leave your mum for his mistress and live a happy life post-divorce, it too was thwarted by lawyers. The problem with Rwanda wasn't just that it was hugely impractical, that it wouldn't work as a deterrent. I mean, these people were leaving war and persecution. So unless they're being welcomed into the third country directly into a Peter Kay gig, it's difficult to imagine anyone looking at it going, oh yeah, no, this is way worse than being chucked off a building. But it was also cost inefficient and was largely seen to be in breach of international law. So it wasn't going to stop any boats. It was going to cost more than if they just housed them here. And post-Brexit, it further damaged our standing on the international stage. Win, win, win. Nice job, Sue. What does this mean for Sunak's Conservative Party? Will they regroup, rethink and reassess? How can we solve the challenges around asylum but stay within the parameters of international law? Will they A post-verdict meeting was pre-arranged for Wednesday 10:30 a.m, comprised entirely of the towering intellects of the political arm of the real ERG. And not, you understand, to discuss whether they should reopen safe routes and processing centres or whether they should wind down international geopolitical instability, but to discuss how to best use the verdict as a means of leaving the ECHR. And if that doesn't terrify you, like maybe you're thinking, well, I'm not a refugee, I'm not an asylum seeker, there's no chance of them booting me out of the UK, you might be interested to hear that the European Court of Human Rights also oversee employment law. So if we left their jurisdiction, and we've already left the EU, it is not beyond the realms of possibility. Team Sunak will not just abandon pledges to improve workers' rights, but completely wind them down. See, it starts with demonising the ECHR as some sort of extension of the EU. It graduates to, oh, well, they're stopping us fixing the asylum policy, and all of these refugees are taking your GP appointments. And it ends up with a sweatshop, high-tax Britain, where you got no annual leave, no maternity rights, and your one bank holiday is Empress Braverman Make Good Great Britain Day. So yeah, never one to leave a celebratory mood unsoured. Today might feel like cause for a celebration, but it could be the beginning of something truly awful. Have a good one.